What's up, everyone? My name is Mistic, and welcome to Mistic Reacts. Today, we have another video by Miscellaneous Academy. The Fire. Miscellaneous Mondays. Now, I'm not watching this on a Monday, nor will this be uploaded on a Monday. But if you see this on a Monday, then comment that below. Make sure to check out his video down below. Like and subscribe, all the good stuff. And let's see what the fire is.
Hey kids, let
Hello.
me tell you a story.
Okay.
This is about something that happened when I was around 11. One day I was just walking through
Go.
the woods with my dog,
Okay.
not a care in the world,
Right.
when I see this guy approaching from the other end. He was all by himself, and he
A
had a
football
football.
player.
And every now and then he would just toss the football up in the air,
Okay.
catch it, and then keep walking. When I walked past him, he muttered something along the lines of, "Hey kid, you want some football?" I assume he was propositioning me to a game of catch. Or maybe he just didn't like that football very much, I'm not quite
It
sure.
was a mean
But
one.
between this guy's strange nature and the fact that he was 17 and I was around 11, I turned him down. I took the dog home, and later that day, me and my friend were back at the woods, just hitting shit with sticks, I guess. I don't know, whatever kids do.
Uh-huh.
We were mostly chilling in the same place, and a little ways in, I see the guy walk past again. I think it's a bit
Football.
strange, but as he turns the corner, I neglect to mention anything to
Oh,
my friend about my pre.
what was that?
I think it's a bit strange, but as he turns the corner,
Or more so, just out of our direct line of sight. There aren't really any corners in the woods. You could definitely make some corners. Just plant trees in a corner-like formation, or change your idea of a corner.
I neglect to mention anything to my friend about my previous encounter.
Right.
Around 2 minutes later, I hear some grown man shouting angrily, and my friend and I turned to look. Somehow, we were so engrossed in our nothing we were doing that we somehow failed to notice the giant plumes of smoke rising up from where that guy turned the
Oh,
corner. I'm talking huge, like if a member of the Vape Nation happened to see these clouds, he'd probably go into diabetic shock. The shouts were coming from our neighbor, whose house bordered on the woods, and he must have spotted the smoke before we did. So he's shouting things along the lines of,
What the fuck do you think you're doing? I'm gonna call the fucking cops on you. What is this?
that's when the guy
average reaction.
goes fucking ballistic.
Mm.
No, please. I don't want to go to jail. It was an accident.
Was
And a
it?
few high-pitched screeches, which I don't think I'm able to replicate. My friend
Ah, ah, ee. That's my attempt.
and I walk over to get a closer look. We see the guy standing on the edge of this huge ground fire. I'm
Ooh.
talking at least 10 meters in diameter.
Oh,
Pitch
what
black
what is
grass,
that?
smoke
An
rising up,
American.
flames still around the edges.
Uh-huh.
Now, this guy must have been like a Boy Scout or something,
Uh-oh.
because, like I said, it was about a minute and a half between him turning the corner and hearing the guy shouting.
Right.
Maybe the football was just a propane tank he painted
Uh,
brown. Could have been a pyromancer for all I
yeah.
know.
Yeah.
It was about that time that my friend and I realized that, as two young, hip delinquents, it was not in our best interest to be standing in the near vicinity of a forest fire. So we skedaddled. As we heard sirens approach in the distance, I
Wee woo.
couldn't help but wonder what this guy's motive was.
Let me just ad lib or sound effects this. Wee woo, wee woo, wee woo, wee woo. Dun dun. Wee woo, wee woo.
A few days later, I found out the guy lived somewhat nearby, and that he had mild autism.
Okay.
Yeah. That cleared a good bit up for me, because
Really?
I have a couple friends on the spectrum, and they're
Okay.
good people, but sometimes they just do things. Nowhere near full-blown arson, mind you. More just along the lines of screaming fuck at the teacher and then
That
walking out in the
that
middle of
didn't really
class.
seem related
But
to
you
me,
get the
but
idea. So the moral of the story here, kids, is that if somebody wants to play catch with you,
mhm.
you let them, or else they might unleash the fucking inferno.
Play catch with me by subscribing, and then you'll have a football thrown out your window. Sound good? Yeah. Okay. Oh, so yeah, subscribe or I will unleash the bat inferno. I don't have any fire stories of my own, do I? I don't think I do. Nope. But let me know if you have any stories involving a fire. So, until next time, bye bye. Comment down below, fire fighter. Yeah.